Welcome back to the Wildlands, and in this week's episode we've run out of power, so our off-grid homestead has been in the dark, so to speak, as we've had biblical rains. And as we mentioned in last week's episode, we were getting ready for those rains, and we were ready, but our solar power was not up for the job with our new fridge freezer. So in tonight's episode we've got to solve our solar issue, and we also get a new generator, and we'll get ourselves a new power box to help power up the fridge. So enjoy tonight's episode. Welcome back to the Wildlands, and you remember in last week's episode we had Digger Dave in. He was starting to dig our new market garden. From where I'm stood that Dave has been busy. He's gone all the way up there. He's now levelling this area, and he's about 2/3 of the way down on my right going towards Rosie's trampoline. So he's doing a fabulous job. So in a few weeks hopefully we'll be able to start getting our cardboard down and our manure and our topsoil in our new raised beds, and we can get our market garden started. How exciting. But first let's tell you about our solar woes. So you remember in last week's episode we told you we were getting ready for a big storm that was coming about halfway through, and we've got a little day off today because the sun is going to be out for 4 or 5 hours today with only sprinklings of rain before the storm comes back full force tomorrow. And boy was it a storm. The reservoir's filled up about a foot, no joking there. It's absolutely hammered it down. I can show you this wheelbarrow which was empty of water and is now full of water, so we've certainly collected a lot of water. The well is nice and full, which is fabulous. So we're in a great position for water going forward, but we ran out of solar, which is not good at all when you live off-grid and when you don't have any other electricity options. So we've got a number of systems. The system in the van is working just fine. However, we've had to turn off the fridge because, as you know, our van broke down, so we can't run the engine. So therefore, no engine, no van. The only electricity coming into the van is from the solar panels. So on days where it's cloudy, we don't get very much solar in, and then the van batteries go flat. So to conserve those, we've turned off the fridge, and we were hoping that our new solar system by the shade house would run the fridge, but sadly a couple of days of cloud and we've had to shut the fridge off. So we've had to go out and buy a Jenny, and we're going to get that out now and see what we can power up. So we're going to try out our new Jenny now, aren't we? Very exciting. We decided we never wanted a Jenny, but needs must. A 3,000 watt Jenny, and we're hoping that we can power all our boxes and get our solar system sorted.
Yeah, it's obviously not ideal using petrol to power things, but it's just for when we have days and days of rain or cloud and it's just too dark for the solar panels to get the system in there to 100%. Then we thought we'll use the Jenny to power up the boxes, and we can run all of our, we won't need to take any power out of the system in there, we'll just run all that off of the boxes. So it'll just be occasionally, won't it?
And you bought a new charger for our solar system,
yes,
which is exciting.
I've not had one before. It's a Victron charger, and it's just a little doodad about this big, and you plug one bit into the Jenny and one bit onto your batteries, and you can use it for a car or a boat or a whatever, but obviously for leisure batteries too. And so I can charge, because we don't actually have a charger in the system in the shade house at the moment. We've just got an inverter and batteries and loads, so it'd be nice to be able to charge that up in emergencies.
That's right, so it's for emergencies, isn't it? So we can run the Jenny, charge up the batteries for our main solar system, keep our fridge running. So that's our objective today, and get the Jenny out of the car. Weighs about 10 tons. See how the Jenny works.
It's got wheels.
It has got wheels, yeah. Yeah, I look forward to that. And we've also got a really flash new power box to try.
Yes, yeah, we were going to show you it anyway, but as it turns out, we thought we could run the Jenny to power up the new box.
Yep, so we're going to power up the box, which is a VTOMAN, and I'll show you all the specs a bit later in the video. So power up the box and then plug that into the fridge, or plug the fridge into the box.
That's more like it.
And we can get our fridge back on the road.
Yeah, sadly we had to turn our fridge off. we just didn't have enough power, and we dropped below 11 volts, and it's all been a bit.
It's all been a bit, yeah. I mean, it's our third winter here, or third autumn here, but it has been very dark and really stormy, isn't it? For quite a lot of days.
It has been. The main difference has been having the big fridge freezer, which we didn't have last year. So that sucked extra power out of the system. And we had this great idea. We were going to take the little van fridge out, because that's much lower wattage, and stick it in the shade house and run that off the system and turn off the big fridge freezer. But it turns out that we built our van so very well that the fridge won't come out of the van, like ever. So yeah, we're going to try and keep the big fridge freezer running now, won't we? Yeah. With the Jennies and the boxes.
And the van fridge off. And
yes.
Conserve power in the van.
Absolutely, because now the van doesn't run either with the engine, which we haven't had previously. Normally, if you're living in a van and you get a little bit of an issue with your not enough power, you either drive and charge up from the alternator, or you can just run your engine for 10 minutes or something to give yourself a bump up. We can't do that.
No engine.
So if we run out of power in the van, we can use the new Victron charger.
We can.
Ta-da! Ta-da. Right, shall we?
Yep. Poor old Rita.
They go on the inside or the outside, I think? Must be on the outside.
Big new box is the VTOMAN FlashSpeed 1500, and it's a bit of a beast. So it's at 86% out of the box, but we're going to charge it up to 100% using the new Jenny, which is what we're going to be doing going forward, and then we're going to use the VTOMAN 1500 to run our fridge, hopefully. So let's get her charged up, and then we can see how she gets on running our fridge on these cloudy days.
In another one of today's chores, we're going to change up our kitchen plumbing. When we put the sink in, we kept it all very, very basic. There's no running water and no hot water, and it's almost a little bit primitive. So this is my magical invention. It is a bottle, and it has some holes poked in the top, and that's your tap. So when we do the washing up, we do everything with, you get your soapy sponge and you wash up your little cup, whatever it is, and then this does your rinse. Rinsey, rinsey, rinse. And I've decided that after 2 years, that's getting a little bit tiring. So Dom's going to put in a tap for me, and we're going to have the same kind of setup that we have in the van, where we use a foot pump to control the water. And we put a foot pump in the van mainly because we wanted to conserve as much water as possible. Each time you press on the pump, you get one squirt of water out. And we decided that, especially since we were setting off with kids at the time, we thought if we had a 12-volt pump that you could flick on with a switch, then the water just keeps running, and there's a greater chance that you're just going to let it run and use far more than you need to. And we decided it works so well in there, we're going to have the same out here. So we're going to put a whale foot pump down on the floor of the kitchen and a tap up here. Very simple and water saving. It didn't take very long at all, probably less than an hour. We had a couple of little leaky things which we then fixed very easily, and now, ta-da! Running water. It's going to be absolutely such a game changer. It seems like such a silly little thing, but it means that I'm going to be able to have both my hands under the tap instead of one always squirting the bottle and having to stop to refill the bottle. So well done, Dom. Done a great job and made my life that much nicer.
So before we go, I thought I'd get walking cam on, and I'm going to go down the well so you can see how much water we've got now the rains have been a second time. So we've had a lot of rain, and it was supposed to be cloudy and sunny for the last couple of days and the next few days before more rain, but we've not had much in the way of sun. As you can see today, although I've got a t-shirt on, it is quite fresh out for Portugal, and also it's overcast and cloudy, and we've had more rain today. So let's see how the well looks. I apologise for jumping walking cam, as the path down to the bottom of the land has been flooded, so it's very bumpy. So just arrived at the well. It's looking very brown down here now, the bracken's died back. Quite beautiful though. So how's she looking? Oh, super full. So if you remember, down here there's a ledge which is about 1.5 meters, and when Missy was clearing it, you can see it. I'll pop a bit of footage in if I can find it. So it's full up, very, very full. That's really exciting, and somewhat covered in greenery. So yeah, that's wonderful news. I'm so pleased. So it means that we effectively survived the summer. We didn't run out of water at all. We came very close. So in other news that I want to share before I go, Dave, as well as finishing our new market garden landscaping, he put us another little pond in. So let me show you that as well. And then what he's done is he's taken earth from over here and mounded it up along the back there. So you can see he's created a new larger bit to level it out. Oh, here's the rain again, look at that. Time to go in. Woohoo! So I thought I'd keep walking cam on so I can show you the route. So we go through the rickety arbour, or the gate. We're going to go past the chickens. All right, chickens, ladies, gent. And then into the garden. There's Missy having a look round. And then through the garden, it's all looking very green. Up and down the swales and berms. Past Missy on the left. And then we get to the end of the food forest. We've got Missy's pond on the left, and we've got a couple of steps. And then we're in the new market garden. So let me put walking cam down. So you can see Missy's been busy here clearing. This is all the detritus and weeds and bits of brush that were on this old wall. We want the flow of the garden to carry on, and that's Missy's pond there, which is hoping to dig out very soon. You can see my banana circle in the distance, which is looking lovely. So Missy's cleared all this, ready for beds to go in down here. It's very exciting. So the food forest is now behind the camera. You can see Rosie's trampoline behind me there. So this is the start of the new market garden, which for the first year is going just up to the trampoline, but it also goes all the way up on my left and all the way down to Rosie's tent. So where Rosie's tent is at the moment, we're going to take that down and we're going to put up our new geodome on a nice base. And then you'll remember on the other side of the geodome will eventually be our cabin, which obviously we haven't even started building yet, and Rosie's cabin, which we'll be getting the roof on in the next couple of weeks should the rain stop, but they keep coming back, so we'll have to wait until that stops. We're waiting for Rosie's tin to arrive for the roof as well, so that's also very exciting. So I think with the weather as it is, Missy and I are hoping to get our beds in here very soon. And you can see it goes quite a long way up, all the way up to the backside of the reservoir. So it's quite a big area actually. Even though I'm saying it's small, obviously it's not a big enough area to grow enough food to sustain ourselves entirely. So we'll get this part of the garden made with the beds in the near future, and then we'll line the new reservoir We'll get a couple more IBCs probably up here somewhere, or maybe on the back of the reservoir, so that we've got hopefully enough water to serve this new part of the garden. And then this time next year, if this garden has enough water and it's been a success, then we'll move down past the trampoline, down another couple of terraces. So the idea is here, we're going to use no dig. We follow Charles Dowding. We really like no dig beds, which is not permaculture, but for our market garden we want to grow lots of the same thing in the same place in a more traditional market garden style. So we'll have rows and rows of carrots, but when we take the carrots out, we'll have something ready to go straight back in, so it'll be intensively farmed, moving crops around. So what we've done is we've been out and we've bought, to start, some rolls of 1 metre wide cardboard, 10 metres long. So we've got 4 of those rolls, so we're going to make 4 beds to start. So that's 4 beds 1 metre by 10 metres, quite a lot of area to start, but that probably only just fill this bit here. And then when they're done, we'll then move up to this bit, I think, and so on. And hopefully in a month or so, this area will be ready to grow, or maybe we'll even be growing. So it's very exciting. So I hope you enjoyed a bit of extra Dom waffle at the end of the video. Just thought it'd be great to show you what Dave's done for us. Thanks so much, Dave. So great for you to come and help us out. Really appreciated. And it is a great job you've done as well. Can't wait to get the plants in. I'd love to give you some vegetables when we get growing here as a little extra thank you for all your help.
We'd like to thank VTOMAN for sponsoring tonight's episode.
So yeah, what a game changer. So I hope you enjoyed seeing our solution for water by pumping using the whale pump. So we now have our kitchen sink plumbed in with our water saving way of getting water. So that's a great big thumbs up from me.
That's awesome. I've been enjoying using that. That's fantastic.
And then another game changer is the VTOMAN 1500, which has powered our fridge all day, which is super. So on cloudy days, we can now run our fridge, our big fridge freezer, without any concerns, which is a great weight off our shoulders, because it means I can keep all my beer nice and cold. So Missy's just going to leave you with all the features of the VTOMAN 1500, because it is a pretty damn good box. So have a listen to her waffle, and if you're interested in buying one, there's a discount code in the description down there somewhere. So thanks again for watching, and I'll hand you over to Missy.
With a huge 1500 watt AC input port, the VTOMAN FlashSpeed 1500 portable power station can recharge from 0 to 100% within 1 hour. Also, there's no need for an AC adapter anymore if you couple it with a 400 watt solar panel input and 200 watt DC input. The power generator can even be fully charged within 45 minutes. Very handy. Designed with super safe Life BMS protection system by VTOMAN, the power station has overcharge protection, over discharge protection, over voltage protection, up to 10 kinds of protection. Besides, the FlashSpeed 1500 power station utilises the durable and safer Life PO4 battery, which features 3000 plus cycle life before it gets down to 80% of its original capacity. The capacity is expandable to 3096 watt hours by linking together with the add-on FlashSpeed 1500 extra battery sold separately. The VTOMAN FlashSpeed 1500 Life PO4 battery power station can expand its capacity to a huge 3096 watt hours, doubling the running time of your essential devices and appliances. If you'd like to connect up to 400 watt solar input, you have to use a VTOMAN 220 Pro or 400 watt solar panel, and it has an Anderson input port. With less than a 20 millisecond switchover time, the FlashSpeed 1500 power station can continuously power your CPAP machines, refrigerator, computers, etc. without worrying about machines shutting off during a blackout. You can charge up to 12 devices simultaneously. It has 12 output ports in total working simultaneously, including 3 230 volt AC outlets with a surge of 3000 watts. It has 4 USB-A ports, 2 USB-C ports, 2 DC 5521 output ports, and 1 car cigarette lighter port. All output ports also support pass-through charging, which can charge your device while getting charged. Very handy. The FlashSpeed 1500 features a flat top design, convenient for you to stack and hold items. It has a little flappy lid for you to store your charging cables. Finally, the VTOMAN attaches great importance to customer experiences and provides a 24-month warranty for VTOMAN power stations.
Thanks, VTOMAN. lovely guys watching our video. If you haven't, please do subscribe. We'd love you to stay in touch and follow our journey, not just our off-grid in central Portugal journey, but also our gardening, our food forest and our permaculture journey, and our hopeful dream of becoming self-sustaining in the food department. And if you haven't, also drop us a like, leave us a lovely comment, and I hope to speak to you all soon. Thanks for watching. Ciao.